there, welcome to part 2. I'm now going to show you how to fit the parlour, as I said in my previous video. What you're going to need to do is off the roll of shooter you're going to have to cut 25 meshes off, and it will give you a piece like that. 25 meshes long, about 8.5 meshes wide. What you need to do then is cut your shooter down the middle. That will give you a piece 25 meshes long and 4 meshes wide. That's what you need here. Now what you need to do is, as I said before, leave your middle bow out. You need to slide this piping through the end of the meshes, but not all the way. You need to count on your left hand 9 meshes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're only going to do a thread from your right hand up to where your fingers are in your left mesh. 9 meshes on the left hand side. I'll show you here. Okay, so now you should have left yourself 9 meshes, including this one over the pipe. So we shall have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What we now need to do is pull this left hand bow over and stick him over here. You'll end up with that. Perfect. All we need to do now, slide them in. And at this point you can now secure your middle bow if you require. You pull this one right the way over to this side. Now I'm going to show you how to lace up this side and put the on your meshes, extend your meshes on the end. Right, now we're going to lace up the side of this parlour. We're going to start off, as you can see, there's a knot here on the top and a knot on the bottom one. We're going to start off by putting a clove hitch on the right hand side. So always make sure you put a knot in your twine before doing any knot like this, just to make sure it don't pull through. And the reason we're going on the right hand side is now we're going to go over with the needle like that, and then we're going to loop it through. Make sure he's at the left hand side now. And the reason we do it right and left is so when we pull tight to go to these next 2 knots, we're pulling these 2 knots tight together. Now what we're going to do, go to this next one. We're going to go up and pull it tight at the right hand side of that knot, as you can see there. Then we're going to go round through the bottom, through that loop, pull that tight, and we're going to proceed to do that all the way. You should have 4 knots to lace together. Proceed to do that all the way to the end of them 4 knots. You should now have all 4 knots, as you can see down there, 4 all laced together. So this is now your top and the bottom of that piece of shooter all laced together. Now what we're going to do is, you can see the bottom mesh here that you're laced to. We're going to go through that to the bottom with our needle, holding your lace, your twine, sorry. You pull that in to create a full mesh over the top. Pull that tight. And this is your first mesh that you're going to be extending. You know, work your way along the bottom now. See, like this. Right, up to now we've got 5 meshes on there now. You're going to work your way along the bottom and all the way around the top, okay, and then you're going to go back round the bottom again and finish in this far corner at the bottom. So that will mean you got an extra half a mesh on the bottom than you have on the top. Your top will just look like this, but your bottom, your top will look exactly like this, but then your bottom will have an extra half a mesh on, so with a full orange mesh on the bottom. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, as you can see now, I've gone round the bottom and round the top. I've got my extra mesh on the bottom there, but only half a mesh on the top. Now you should have 10 full meshes on the bottom, as you can see there, a full mesh on the bottom, so that should leave you with 15 on the top. The reason is you want extra half a mesh on the bottom to compensate, because obviously your parlour doesn't sit flush level in the middle of the pot, it's slightly higher up, so the bottom's going to be stretched slightly further, so that just helps give you a level finish on your parlour. Now what we've got to do is put a nice flush finish on the end of this parlour, which I'm going to show you now. Pick up your next mesh, go into it, and then what you need to do now, same as you've been doing braiding, but then pull that loop in so it's a finger's width, like so, and that will give you that compared to that. It's a nice small one. I'll show you again. Now a loop, pull him in nice and tight, finger's width, pull that home. And again, now you see we've got two, one more time, through, pull him tight there so it's a finger's width and tight. I've got 3 on there. Now you're going to proceed to do it all the way back round to where you started, so that the whole end of your spout is like that. Okay, this should be your end product here. Nice flush finish all the way around. That's what you'll end up with. That's that part done for now. Now I'm going to put you show you how to put your twine round to make the shape for the entry for your parlour. Start off with the clove hitch in this corner down here. Fasten on there. And we'll proceed to go along the bottom mesh, weaving it out all the way around here. As you can see, we'll end up there. Pull in tight. This is going to be a bottom that you will later staple down. Clove hitch again at this side. And the bottom there. Top. And through, and then just lock that off there, like so. Now what you're going to do is pick up the next mesh and come back along and get through here. Once you get to here, you carry on working all the way around like so. You're going round one mesh lower than your pipe. You see that? and go back through the same one you've just gone through, one up from the bottom. You've already been through there once just now. Go back through. And end up at this opposite corner. Pull in tight and clove hitch to lock it off again. Just put a knot after that clove hitch to make sure it don't go anywhere. And a little knot on your twine to make sure your twine don't pull through. Cutting him off. And that should give you a shape. You know, staple that down, that bottom one, all the way along, and then that is your end parlour, which I'll show you how to fasten on after this next bit, and I'm going to show you how to put these cross pieces on. Okay, now all you need to do now is use that piece of wood like you showed before. That cuts it nice and level. Drill a hole through like I've done there, and slide your twine through, and tie him off. Yep. Like that. Nice and tight. That's perfect, no not to make short. Now, you can see you need to put a clove hitch with your twine. Show you that. Clove hitch through that corner here. And clove hitch through that corner there. And your twine, bring it over to this corner here. See that? And back. Then go back through the same holes you put your clove hitch on. Do that. Pull it tight. And you go round. Sorry, round. Show you that. Like that. Okay. A few times, then bring it back round. Loop that under and through. Do that a few times. Tie that off. And then do the same on the other corner. And when you do it the same on the other corner, as you can see, to show you purposes there, tighten this side, the same as the other side, and as you can see there, nice finish on there. Nice level finish on the top there. That side here doesn't go too far back. That extra half of mesh we put on earlier just brings it nice and smooth. That's your parlour all complete.